My father cut me out of the inheritance and said I wasn't his son years ago, and now that I invited everyone but him to my wedding, he says I'm being unfair and is begging me to invite him. For some context, when I was 20, my father did something that left a permanent mark on me. After a heated argument because I refused to go to college and wanted to invest in a personal project, he told me to my face that I was no longer his son and that it didn't make sense to consider me part of the family if I was just going to be a leech who would mooch off him. That was horrible to hear, but at the same time, it wasn't that surprising. My relationship with him had never been the best. He was always the type of person who believed respect meant total submission, and any opinion contrary to his was seen as a personal attack. So, for me not to do what he thought was the guaranteed path to success was like I'd committed the worst possible crime. To him, the only way to succeed was to follow in his footsteps and become what he wanted. Since I didn't agree, he cut me out of the inheritance and made it clear that from that day on, I was on my own, that he wouldn't help me with anything, not financially or emotionally, and that I wasn't his son anymore. I think he expected me to cave in and follow the future he had planned for me, like I usually did, but this time I didn't. Despite that, I tried for years to rebuild some kind of relationship with him. I called multiple times, tried to find ways for us to reconnect, even through small conversations.